Hey guys, PR's workout of the day. Today we are doing our last working session of our back squat. So let's keep in mind, we started this back in October. We are coming through and this is our last session. Next week we are testing our back squat. Now, over the last couple of weeks, we've been dropping down some of the volume, dropping the reps, while at the same time increasing the percentage and intensity. So what we need to emphasize here is we are going through 2 sets of 2 back squat, working between 85 to 95%. Now, I want to really drive home the importance of just 2 sets of 2, okay? We're not working up with sets of 2. We're warming up with sets of 1 to find that 85% for our first working set of 2. So in the warm-up set, early in the warm-up set, we can go for a couple multiple reps. Could be 2 to 3 reps at the lighter weights just to warm up that pattern. But as we start to increase the load, think of it anywhere between a 30 to a 50 pound incremental jump. 1 rep, increase 50 pounds, 1 rep, increase to 50 pounds, until we find that working set of 2 at 85% to maybe 95%. That's gonna depend on you and how the pattern looks and your ability to maintain the control through the full range of motion. Now, once we finish that 2 sets of 2, we're gonna come back into another accessory set. So depending on the time, if you are lifting super heavy and it takes you a little bit more time, whatever time you have left to get some accessory, let's spend some time working on accessorizing with some of the smaller muscle groups, so that way as we prepare ourselves for next week to max it out, we're still able to work on developing some strength without putting so much stress on our central nervous system. So our accessory is going to look like 2 to 3 sets, working with 5 to 8 Bulgarian split squats on each side. Now what this is going to look like is I'll grab a set of dumbbells. Weight can be light, can be moderate. Find something that you're able to maintain full control. I'm gonna place 1 foot back on a bench or a box. Now, it's really important to emphasize the fact that the front leg is the one that's doing the work. The back leg is really just there for support and stability. So as I lower myself down, I'm loading up that front leg, okay? So from a different side perspective, as I come down, I'm coming down to where my knee and my hip is just below my knee crease. I'm not so worried about my knee touching the ground. That's not necessarily a requirement. We're looking for range of motion of the working leg and then drive out. The whole time we're keeping that foot flat to the ground, gripping our big toe into the ground. Now, once we finish off 5 to 8 reps there, we're gonna grab a dumbbell and either do it on the ground, flat on the ground, or hip or shoulders on the bench or box. So I've got a weight on my hip, drop the hips, drive the hips, drop the hips, drive the hips. Dumbbell or a barbell, whatever you have available that works best with the logistics. Because then we're gonna need a barbell for our last accessory component, the good morning. So as I set myself up, quick review from last week, we'll step back. We're gonna begin by bracing ourselves, getting our butt tight, ribs tight. Good breath. We're gonna unlock the knees as we push those hips back. The whole time, we're gonna keep our feet flat to the ground, weights to the heels, but I'm still gripping my big toe into the ground. I wanna find that end range of my hamstrings and stand. It's important that we focus on hinging and staying in a range of motion where our back stays flat. If we get to a point where we start to lose it, we've gone too far, okay? So let's make sure that we keep that load in the hamstrings and not loading up the erectors in our back. Now, after we're done with our accessory, our workout is gonna be a pretty quick burner. It's gonna be a nasty one. We're gonna start off with 6 rounds, starting every minute on the minute. 7 calories for the ladies, 10 calories for the guys on the bike at the top every minute. So 3, 2, 1, go. We hit our calories, and with the remaining time of that minute, we gotta get to our ball for as many high wall ball shots we can maintain. So 11 foot for the men, 10 feet for the ladies. If we get 1 rep before the next bike begins, that's great. Get back on the bike, attack it. Do not redline it right out of the gate, because that first couple rounds, you're gonna feel really good. But as you get into those later rounds, your legs are gonna feel a little slow and sluggish to where it's gonna be hard to recover between. So, have fun, guys.